We're going to play a little game in today's video. But before we get into it though, I did want to let you guys know that this video is for educational purposes only. Please remember to be kind to everybody everywhere in your everyday life, in your home, in the grocery store, and especially in the comment section down below. Please do not show hate to anybody, anywhere. Good morning, my lovelies, my beauties, my friends. My name is Christina and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I really hope that you will subscribe, stick around, take a chance in hearing some things that I have to say. And if you are a returning subscriber, y'all already know, y'all are my babies. So good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody doing today? I hope you all are having an amazing day. I hope y'all had a wonderful Christmas. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I hope everybody is feeling good and getting refreshed. We're about to hit the new year. I hope everyone's getting their New Year's resolutions together. I know some of y'all are going to be Scrooges and say, I don't do that, and that's fine. But I do. Every single year I set new goals for myself. And one of them, and I set this goal before and I didn't stick it out. One of them is going to be to straighten up my posture. Y'all, I sit like I sit all hunched over like this. And my grandmother had osteoporosis really bad. So I need to straighten it up. I got a lot of weight in the front though. I'm telling you, it's what drags me down. I'm trying to pull it back. So I want to sit like some of y'all. Y'all sit all straight backed and all posture and it looks so nice. And I'm over here like, Anyway, so in today's video, we're going to talk briefly about two cases. I could have went in deep with one of these, but I felt like, I want to share both of these with y'all. And I want to know which one y'all think is the dumbest criminal of this week, because both of them got me like so perturbed. Let's talk about the first lady. This is Mrs. Kendra Gail Licari. This is such a bizarre case, and y'all were sending me both of these over on Instagram, and I just could not believe my eyes nor my ears. Now, Kendra was a 42-year-old Mount Pleasant from Michigan basketball coach at her daughter's school. Okay, she had the dream job. She was basketball coach, doing good, hanging out with all the kids. Her daughter goes to the same school. I mean, she was all fine and dandy until she wasn't. Until I guess that life that she had was not enough for her. And she decided to start sending her own daughter text messages, bullying and harassing her daughter, and making it seem like these text messages were coming from her peers.
There's no confirmed motive, but there are some theories being floated out by prosecutors, including one that's saying this is something like cyber Munchausen's by proxy, where essentially they're making their child feel bad so that the child comes to them for comfort.
Even when we realized that it wasn't a kid, we weren't expecting that it would be a parent. Shocked all of us, I think everybody involved.
Authorities allege Licari used software to hide the origin of the messages, using several numbers and area codes, even allegedly trying to make it look like her daughter's classmates were behind it all.
But eventually we were able to see that her IP address was popping in and out right before and right after these messages were going through.
So her daughter's going to school and getting these anonymous text messages with just enough information to make her daughter think it was somebody within her school. Well, her daughter was getting so many, she was getting like up to 12 a day, and she was terrified. I mean, she's going to her own mother for comfort. Before we go any further, I did want to stop and thank today's sponsor, Casetify. I have been using Casetify cases for years now. You guys have probably seen them in some of my selfies. You can see the well-known Casetify ring around my camera in my selfies for years. Casetify cases are actually made of 65% recycled and plant-based material, and they're partially made from old recycled phone cases. And as of 2021, Casetify has collected and recycled over 51,000 old phone cases. Casetify has a huge variety of different cases that you can choose from. You can even customize your own case and get very personal with it. Now, when I got my Casetify cases, I was most excited about the one with the puppy dog prints on them. And not only is it cute, but this is the bounce case, which offers the most protection, and it's the most requested case ever. And your phone would even be protected up to a 21-foot drop. But then when I got my cases, believe it or not, I became obsessed with just the plain clear case. Now, this design is created with precision because it is the slimmest case in the collection, but it has also exceeded military grade standards and supports up to a 6.5-foot drop protection. And with Casetify's UV Defender Tech, these cases are optimized to prevent yellowing, and they allow our clear cases to achieve long-lasting clarity. If you want to try Casetify, all you got to do is go to casetify.com/Christina Randall, and you can save 15% today. Thanks again, Casetify. She was terrified at school that even her boyfriend that went to the same school as her, where her brother also worked, was getting these text messages too, and her boyfriend decided to go to like the principal. Well, the principal, seeing these text messages that were very vulgar and degrading and sometimes scary, decided to call the cops. The cops come up to the school and they write a police report. So now it's in the system. So now they're doing like an investigation. Well, the mother didn't stop there. She decided to continue to send these text messages. And from the way that it seems like she was using like a VPN or something because she thought she was hiding or masking her IP address. Nevertheless, the cops ended up finding it and they traced it back to the mother, and the cops were shocked. They could not believe it. They've got over 1,000 pages of discovery against this mother who was a basketball coach, sending these messages for over a year, y'all. Cyber stalking and harassing her own child. I cannot even begin to comprehend this, to be honest with y'all. She got 5 charges and a mugshot and articles for the whole entire town to know, and she lost her job, which makes sense at the school as a basketball coach. Now, her bond was $5,000, so I would have to guess that by now she's been bonded out, but like, is her daughter still living with her? Do you know the kind of distrust? I cannot imagine what that baby girl's going through. Like, getting these text messages, messing with her head for over a year, and then finding out it was her mother the whole time, the one that she was going to for comfort. And it's also said that some of the people are deeming this like Munchins by proxy type of thing, where they believe that the mother was sending these text messages to her daughter in order to get her daughter to come to her for comfort. You got to be a sick mammer jammer if you do some stuff like that. This is so sad. I feel so sad for the daughter. I mean, the distrust, I don't know. It's bad. All right, so let's move on to the second person. The second ding dong of the day is what we're going to call him. 36-year-old Michael Barajas was arrested after authorities say that he held a 20-year-old pregnant woman captive for weeks. Now, hear me. This 20-year-old woman was allegedly kicked out of her home. She was walking down the street. She was pregnant. She was dirty. And this scary, insane clown posse wannabe, I'm so sorry, but when y'all find out what he did with his shaved down teeth like this, terrifying. If you got your teeth shaved down like that, that is fine for you. You probably think I'm a whole hot mess and ugly too, but them teeth, I can't. Pulls over and asks her if she's okay.
Michael Barajas, a 36-year-old male that filed his teeth down to points, sees the vulnerability, and offers a shower, food, warmth, and she accepts. Gets into a house very similar to this, and as soon as she walks in, she's now barricaded. And I tell you what they did. They locked her in a door in a room. After they tied her to the bed, we've got the rope, we've got the bed, and then we got these kinds of locks. These locks right here, with the lock on the outside, this is the kind of room that she was housed in until she was rescued on the 8th of December this year. They screwed the windows shut. They screwed them shut so you couldn't even get out of the windows. People come over and track her as she was tied forcibly to the bed while they assaulted. And we're talking multiple suspects, which is why this is still an open investigation. She not only tried to escape once, not only just twice. It took 3 times for her to try to escape. The first one, she ran out of an open door at the time of an exchange. They chased her down. They shot at her and dragged her back in the car. The second time, she actually ran away and they dragged her back. The third time was because of a medical emergency, and it wasn't for the fact that at Hurley Hospital, once again, in all our hospitals, we have sane nurses. They recognized this, and she gave a statement, and Ghost was deployed on the 8th of December, which was just last week, and he was arrested. The whole scenario was so bizarre because Barajas threatened that if she didn't do everything that he told her to do, that he would bite her neck and rip out her throat.
So she goes home with him. Ugh. He ends up locking her in the room and keeps her captive there for weeks. Locks the windows, does all kinds of terrible things to her, tied her to a bed. He SA'd her and had other people come over to the house and do the same to her. 20-year-old baby, basically, pregnant, and is now trapped in this house with the windows nailed shut. He's SAing her. This is what she's looking up and looking at in horror and seeing this over her while he's bringing all of his friends in too. And then he tells her that if she don't do everything he tells her to, he is going to bite her throat and rip it out with them teeth. Y'all, he was arrested. Thankfully, she did end up being able to get away. She's traumatized as well and is getting treatment. She ended up suffering a medical emergency on December 8th, and he had to take her to the hospital. From there, the nurses, who are angels, saw the signs and ended up alerting, the cops, the authorities, and they came there, they rescued her, and he was arrested. He does have a $250,000 bond where he's in jail, but this is a monster. An actual monster picked her up, a 20-year-old, basically a baby, with his 36-year-old, been rode hard, put up wet, looking literally like the insane clown posse reject that couldn't make it into the group with his shaved down teeth, ties her to a bed, nails the window shut, lets all of his friends come in and do what they want to her while he does what he wants to her and threatens to bite her. Oh my gosh. Throw away the key. If he's guilty, throw away the key. He's a monster. So there's 2 stories for you guys for the week. That was the one I could have went in further into, but it's just horrifying. I hope she can get better. That is just so crazy. What do y'all think? Have y'all heard about these cases? Have you heard about these stories? Let me know down below. Take care of yourselves. Watch out. Please don't get in the car with strangers. I don't know what to tell you about the whole mother situation. That is hopefully a one-off and nobody else's parents ever do that again, but that is crazy. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section down below. Other than that, I love you guys. Don't forget to go outside, drink your water, get your New Year's resolutions ready, and I will see y'all in the next video. Love you guys. Bye.